Holy fuck. It's blue sky. Right, I've been off work now for 5 weeks and counting, which I won't go too much into detail, but I suspect on this channel you'll see the reason why. But today I woke up and it was sunny, which is different to the other 4.5 weeks. It's been raining, often quite heavily, or blowing its guts out. So all the fishing and hunting I planned to do in that time hasn't happened. But today, woke up and thought I've had trail cameras out for quite a while, I'm going to go and get them. Trail cameras I run are just cheap ones, you know, they're 80 bucks a camera, or you get 2 for I think it's 130 delivered. Look, they do the job. They're not the expensive dial out ones that send you a message when they get triggered, which would be nice to have, but you know, $300 versus 80, yeah, they're still 1080p, still take video, hear volume, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, look, I highly rate them, you know, cheap, get heaps of them out there, see what's about. Yeah, that being said, I'm going to get ready and get up the bush. New car, or new coffee cup, old car, doesn't fit in the cup holder, which is going to be shit driving, spilling it all over myself. Put in the door. That's convenient, so it fits in the back, where you know the kids sit with the big cups and the adults only got the little cups. Doesn't fit there, so that's me convenient coffee holder in GU Patrol in the back. Fits in that easily. I don't even fucking understand why they would do that. Oh, mind boggles. Let's do it. So just rolled up to where my cameras are, they're just back in the bush here. Got 3 slight problems. One, coffee's still as hot as the surface of the sun. Even though it's been in this cup for an hour and a half, I haven't been able to drink it, so there's that. 2, it's raining, so even though it was sunny this morning, luring me out of my den, it's quickly reverted back to what it's been for the past 4 weeks. And 3, because of the rain, the ground's as wet as a nun's nasty in confession, and I'm wearing runners. So it's partly on me, but I'm not going to let it upset me. At the end of the day, I'm out of the house, I'm in the bush, that's always a good day. So we'll get down here, we'll see what's on them cameras. So the sharper of my viewers will probably notice I have a rifle over my shoulder. That's not because there's any dangerous animals in Australia, far from it. Probably the most dangerous thing we've got in the bush here is a possum. Wild dog, I suppose, to be honest. But what I have learned is if you bring the gun, you don't see any deer, so it doesn't slow you down, you don't get suckered into looking at them, you grab your cards and you move on. If you don't bring the gun, you see a good stag and you go, geez, I wish I had a gun. So that's why I've got it. Not planning on using it, but do, if I'm not slipping in here on my way to work, carry it with me. I made it to the first camera. It's bloody wet and miserable out here today. My fingers are freezing. Should usually be 30-35 degrees this time of year, but I reckon it's struggling to be 9. So, made it to the first camera. Just had it on the tree here. Now, you're probably wondering why this particular point here. Now, months ago, it used to be a stag that had always walked through here, and I wanted to find where he was going. That and this open little area here grew a bit of grass, and the fallow deer would graze here, so I'd get a bit of an idea of what was around. I don't know if the stag's been moving past here, that's why I've got the camera out. But yeah, that's why this spot here. Usually you want to put them on a preach or a wallow, preferably a wallow, or a choke point, or a busy game trail. Yeah, like I say, this didn't really tick any of those boxes. It was a game trail, but it was where I knew he was, so I wanted to see if he was still moving through here to be able to follow him up. So yeah, all I'm going to do now is whack some new batteries and a card in this one, and then get moving to the next one. So, new card in, new batteries in. Get the door back on there. Now we go off, go across to set. This one wants a pin number. Right, we go there, we go menu, we go mode, check we're in video, which we are. Video resolution top, video length 30, okay, and then we go date and time, still right, okay. Photo stamp, just so I know how long ago it was, no beep sound. And then we go exit, and we're good to go. So now all I do is click on, shut it up, and get out of here. So that's the first one done. We'll move on to the second one. Oh, fuck off. Right, all the rain has led to this creek being flooded. So I've got to get to the other side of that at some stage, which is going to be rather miserable, but it's going to be cold. But anyway, we'll get down here and we'll have a look. So this little creek I'm about to show you here, normally it rains, it comes up, an hour later it's down and you can cross it. Problem is, we've had about 20 mil of rain in the half hour before I got here. So, still falling now, and this creek is already quite flooded. So let's go have a quick look at it. So even though my trail camera is well above that, I'm not getting across that today. So unfortunately I'm only going to recover one card today, which, you know, you win some, you lose some, I suppose. I wasn't to know that it was going to piss down on the way up here. I am seeing some good deer marks though. They're quite washed out obviously with all the rain, but they're good size. So fingers crossed there's something good on the card I've got. I'm just going to quickly go down here. There's a couple of wallows. I'll just check. I've got a feeling they're going to be underwater, but I want to see if there's a bit of activity around them. And then we'll get back to the car, we'll get home and check what's on this card. I'll have to come back up here when it's when the rain stops for a couple of hours. But yeah, that's chocolate milk. And I'm only an hour from home, so it's just not worth jumping in that flood water and trying to risk it. That is actually quite deep, so I'd end up swimming, which also I'm a bit soft with that, but yeah, anyway, here's what it is. Well, I did find a tree. It looks bloody slippery. Just wondering, do I want to do it or not? I don't think I do. I think the risk of falling in that far outweighs the little benefit of getting across. So I've only got to wait a day or two. I'll wait. Hopefully I'm up here on the weekend hunting something anyway. I'll get it then. But geez, the adventurous part of me just wants to go for it, eh? So I should have known this was going to be the case. There's usually a couple of wallows in here. Obviously I can't see them because they're underwater, because all it seems to do currently is rain. There's another little one just up here. I'll just check. But geez, I'm seeing some good feet. So there's something worth pursuing in here if I can just work out where to find him. So just coming up on the second wallow now. Sounds more like a bloody frog farm than the wallow it normally is. And I can see all the grass is still standing up in that. They haven't wallowed in there. See, all the grass is still standing, so they haven't wallowed in there this year. So that's not it. So even though there's a big animal creeping around, he's not wallowing where he used to. Well, unless it's underwater, I suppose. But anyway, for me, it's back to the car. Go home and review what's on this card. It's wet. I'm even gonna have to swim to get back to the bloody car. This is ridiculous. Well, I'm wet and I'm bloody cold. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I only got one card. Be interested to see how many photos are on it, what's on it. There's some big animals moving around in there. There's yeah, plenty of big hoofs. It's just whether I've got them on my camera and if I can work out where to sit to get him. Yeah, that's it. One of the cameras is good to go for another 6 weeks. Hopefully I'm out here hunting the stag that I see on this card in the next couple of days, and I'll change the cards then. Yeah, it's bloody cold, bloody wet, but yeah, a Victorian spring where it's often 30 degrees and entering drought So different this year, so bloody different. I mean, look, that's meant to be their driveway. It's running like a damn river. Anyway, thanks for watching. What I find on the cards will be up on the channel in the next day or two. So yeah, it's time for me to start thinking where to next. I know where it is straight away. It'll be a shower. Oh.